Hey, we're doing Sun and Moon. Or, well, I guess just Sun, you know. Oh, just kidding. We're actually doing our regularly scheduled program, which was Link Between Worlds. But yeah, so I pre-ordered Sun, you know. 3 hours to go until it's officially released in the United States, over here on the East Coast. I'm pretty sure it goes globally to the United States. Globally to the United States. Nationally to the United States. But, I mean, I don't know. Nintendo could do what they want, right? So in this episode, I don't exactly know where the best place to go would be. I'm thinking maybe like that top left, or maybe just left. Could also do bottom right. Although I kind of want to save that one maybe after this. Yeah, I think I'll do this one over on the right. Just because it's convenient. Hey, I hear a scoodly doodly. Whatever they're called. What are they called? Maiamais. It's probably on this tree. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Don't be unsightly. I mean, have some manners. I don't think I need anything for this dungeon. Do I? Knock or scram? Who's there? Nobody gets past me unless you know the words to the Ultra Secret Thief password song. I'll start the lyrics and you finish them. That is, if you can. Here we go. A smart thief fears the boss's wrath. I'd rather be on a cliff walking a narrow path. Sometimes it hurts too much to care. You think knowledge is power, but it's really despair. Every time I'm say I'm a-leaving, this accursed life sets me right. Oh man, too deceiving. Oh, dip. Don't call your boss. You don't gotta play me like that. We can all be friends. Yeah, so I gotta figure out what this password is. Yo, you look like a man who's up to no good. Veteran thief. Back to thieving. Okay. Hey, there's a strong musical culture in all of us. So today at work, speaking of bosses, although this doesn't have anything to do with my boss, I was sitting around, you know, doing as I do, and this lady calls from some, hold on. Nice. Good attitude. So this lady calls, and she's trying to pitch me some sort of, trip. She's like, oh, you know, I've got a special offer for you. 75% off on a trip to the sunny and beautiful, Orlando, Florida, and South Florida, and the Bahamas. And, you know, I didn't want to cut her off because she did not take a breath the entire time. She was giving me this thing. Yeah. Nice. I believe you're a tough guy. And so I let her go through her speech. And I was like, you know, I actually live in Miami. And not only is it the rainiest place I've ever been, it's also the ugliest place I've ever been. I said it in far fewer words than that, but she hung up on me. And that's the first time I've ever been hung up on by a telemarketer. Like, usually they'll just try and sell it, doesn't matter. I one time had a, yeah, no, it's lying. I one time had a telemarketer from AT&T try and sell me some cable while I was living back in California. And, he was like the whole spiel, right? He was like, oh, we got, TV, internet, the works. We got the works, right? And I, you know, I'm a piece of garbage. And so I was like, I got nothing better to do. I'm off school, whatever. I tried to convince the guy that I tried to convince the guy that I didn't know what a TV was, and he was like, "Oh, you know, it's a box. You keep it in your living room. You know, you can watch shows on it." And I was like, "So it's a laptop?" And he was like, "No, you know, it's not a laptop. It's got bits and pieces to it. You know, you set it up. You can watch any of your shows. You know, whatever." I was like, "Yeah, that's what the internet's for." Like, I was just being a total asshole. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I know I'm not supposed to be swearing, but just calling it like it was. And, so that went on. Are there, like, is this the only house in the village that'll tell me the song? Alright, villain guy. Veteran thief. Sorry, my bad. But, yeah, looking back, like, I bring it up as if it was a proud moment, and kind of it was, but in retrospect, I feel a little bit bad for that guy. Like, he's just trying to do his job. And I was just being a jerk thieving, right? Hey! Nailed it. So, that's a bit about me, I suppose. Yo, what's up, bruh? Never seen you around here before. You one of those new recruits, eh? Perfect timing. You can take over here on guard duty for me. Have fun, and don't do nothing that'll get me in trouble, fresh meat. I'm gonna go get me some fresh air. Fresh meat, fresh air. Maybe I'll see if the bard can put a tune to that. Alright, well, weird transition into my next story. When I first started working at my current job, they had me working 9 to 6 for the training purposes, and then once that was over, they had me on 11 to 8, and everyone else leaves at 6. Like, that's why they train me for those times. So, like, I've been there maybe a week, 2 weeks, right? Already having me doing, like, I'm the only person there after hours, whatever. And I didn't have anything to do past, like, 6? Because everyone went home. What am I supposed to do, right? And so it was just, like, really awkward times. Just watch YouTube videos until I was allowed to leave. I probably should have taken the other wall. Yeah, that sounds like a smarter idea. It's even like, hey, come this way, there's money in it for you. But, yeah, like, I guess in this one instance it was okay, because I haven't stolen anything that they know of. Other than their hearts, obviously. But, yeah, and now my hours have changed. That's not important. But I could have not gone this entire way. Is that what it's supposed to be? Also, I've been watching this this new show on Netflix called F is for Family. It's got Bill Burr as the dad, I guess. Like, you know, the old comedy routine, which I guess The Simpsons sort of brushed upon. I wouldn't say they created it because, you know, family-type comedy TV shows have existed forever, but in a cartoon setting, I would say The Simpsons really brought it into its own style, right? So you've got the 2 sons and the daughter. The 2 kids are pretty close to the son and one of the sons and the daughter are pretty close to age. I think they might both be 11. Maybe one of them's 11. I don't know. And a teenage boy, but Bill Burr is really funny. It's one of those shows that's kind of similar to BoJack Horseman, where it's not like, I wouldn't call it a comedy, it's not always on. Maybe like a dark comedy, because it does have its feels moments. And it's very relatable too. Like, it's set in the 70s, but like, I'm assuming that the people watching this are kind of like around my age or maybe a little bit younger. Um, so like, you've got, obviously it's the 70s, so there's no internet or anything like that. Um, but you come from, I wouldn't say a broken family, but you come from a family type setting where, how does this work? Okay. Where you've got your like jerkwad dad or whatever, and your mom's trying to keep it all together. You've got the kids that just kind of are oblivious to what's going on around them. Like it hits close to home, and I'm very certain that's not just for me. Do I need an item for this dungeon? I guess not. Thanks, wall, for getting in the way. I don't know. It's good. Watch it. There's like 6 episodes out right now. I don't know if that's like the entire season or if I just got into it early or what. But oh, it's good. Also, BoJack Horseman's good. Can't wait for season 4 to come out of that. Like, I'm glad that they put up all of season 3 at the same time because, you know, just binge watch it. Whatever. What else are you gonna do? You're on Netflix. By the way, this button knocks the floor out. So keep that in mind. But yeah, like, there's so much quality shows, I feel. Like, I'm glad that cartoons aren't just like, oh, you watch cartoons, you're either watching Family Guy like an idiot, or you're watching children's cartoons like a child. You know, there's more depth to it, and that makes me happy as somebody I would consider to be artistic. You know, when I was younger, my dad was always like, "Oh, you should get work for Mad Magazine." I guess you need bombs for this place. You don't need bombs, right? So, like, I was always growing up with that mentality of, you know, become somebody who's good at artistry and it'll work out for you and whatnot. Not saying it hasn't entirely, but it's currently not what I'm doing. That's for certain. Oh, an interesting room. This is an even interesting gear room. Oh god, they didn't stop moving when I smacked them around. Do I have any fairies other than this one? I think I've got like 3, maybe 2. Thanks for just hoarding up on me and murdering my dick. That's, you know, not pleasant. Alright, this is happening. How many fairies do I have? I have 1 fairy left. Please die. Wow, that gave me a ton of money. What are those, like 20 rupees a pop? Something like that? But yeah, I think I'm gonna call the episode here. I mean, it's a little short, but I'm definitely not getting much past this area. I mean, I've got the key for that downstairs area, so that'll be nice. Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and, save and quit. So I think starting tomorrow I'm gonna start doubling up on the episodes in order to be prepared for Thanksgiving. Although tomorrow I'm also gonna be streaming Sun and Moon, so look forward to that if you're interested. I'm so used to saying Sun and Moon for some reason. I'm gonna be playing Sun, obviously. It's the game I bought. So anyone who's getting Moon, you know, feel free to hit me up with some of those dank version exclusives. That would be spectacular. But see you in the next one. Lates.